me tell you how I got to Lululemon. Right? As every man gets into Lululemon because of one woman that brings it into his life.
Happens like that.
It happens like that, right?
Say no more.
So, wifey, she bought me some Lululemon shorts, some workout shorts. Still have those shorts to this day.
But didn't go back.
I just could not. It was so comfortable. It's so comfortable. So I have like two pairs. I have 2 pairs of shorts.
Yeah.
I have another pair with like I guess like the little tight part. Like that's.
Oh, you mean like the short underwear?
Yeah, that's already within it. Yeah. I got that pair, and then I have this hoodie, and then I think I have like 2 shirts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's not. I can't say I'm a Lululemon guy.
Okay,
bro.
But I've only bought one thing for Lululemon though, and it's this hoodie.
He's a Lululemon aficionado.
I wouldn't say all that.
My
I think I've donated money to their cause.
Okay.
Tight.
But not because I wanted to. It's because it was out of a necessity that I needed this hoodie. Because when I was in Tuscaloosa, it was cold outside, and I didn't think it was going to be that cold.
You feel me?
So I needed a hoodie. Okay.
Hey,
it's just bad that I spent almost $100 for a hoodie though.
You see why they be buying it? Hey, Lululemon, holla at us if y'all ever want to talk, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, no cap. Sorry for the content, y'all, but hey man, say man, welcome back to another episode of the Juh Kickin It Podcast with your favorite host, D-Lo and
Matt Will. You know the drill.
Y'all seen him more than a few times at this point, but I will introduce him again. Cole Neely, man, color analyst, man, on ESPN, man. He's working his way up the ranks. Welcome back to the pod.
I appreciate it, man. I actually just dropped a reel today, which was really dope. About 4 minutes and 20-some seconds long. Just capturing a lot of things I did last year, man. There's a lot of great things. Some interviews, a lot of analyst work. Even got to show some stuff on the board. Really proud of that one. Really proud of that one. So
now we proud of you, bro. Like
appreciate it. I'm proud of y'all.
Grinding.
Look, what last time I was here, like I was telling you guys, I was holding a mic last time I was here.
Yeah.
There's 3 mic stands now. We're not passing a mic anymore. It's like we're elevated. We graduated now.
God is great.
Yeah, this is amazing, man. God is great. God is great
all the time. But we're good, bro. Working. We're gonna get into some of the other things that's been going on in our life that's making things good as well. But going back to your elevation, I just gotta say this real quick. When you sent that picture when you was at the tech game, and you was at the table, I was like, man, I'm proud of this, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That was probably I've had 2 moments in 2025. Excuse me, let me take that back. I've had 3 moments in 2025 that were by far the best moments in my life. One obviously was my engagement. Indeed. That was a really beautiful moment. Looking forward to our wedding in October this year, so that'll be fun. The other 2 moments was when I was in Flowery Branch for Falcons like preseason training camp. Their practice. I was up there with Steve Weiss. Shout out to him. He's a GOAT. Got to learn a lot of things, be around Steve Smith Sr., see a lot of things, see a lot of reporters, see how they do things, which also reinforced my own opinion of myself that I knew I could hang with these people.
Gotcha. And
I knew I could be like a step above them.
Yeah.
If given the right opportunity, I definitely could. And then being at Georgia Tech, shadowing Eric McElwain, who's another GOAT to me as well, who's been really cool, a huge big brother mentor to me on the ESPN side of things. I reached out to him, said, hey, I see you guys are going to be in the A for the Tech game. Can I come and shadow?
Yep.
He said absolutely, and even asked if I wanted to be part of their pre-production meeting, see how they do things, sit in on this stuff. Even invited me back to the game on Saturday. That was, to me, that meant the world to me. So being able to do that, being able to sit up there, if I was on a studio, kind of how they do for College Game Day for the folks that kind of want to picture it a little bit, McAfee and Herb Street and all those guys sitting around the table, doing that with the ACC network, having those photos there and envisioning it, seeing it now, because it's I've been there now. Now it's time to actually be one of those people that are talking it on camera, getting the reps, all that good stuff. So it's every year has progressed in a different way. I could think back, like going back to the Falcons thing. Like I remember, like my dad and we were at Falcons training camp practice in 2024 when Penix had first got there.
Yep.
And Kurt was like healthy, coming off the Achilles tear, watching him throw it at a high school. I told my dad, I was like, yeah, one day like I'm going to be on the field, like actually seeing this up close. Next year, I was right there. So it's kind of like there's a progression to it. It's just, these things do take time, but it's cool to see how I spoke life into a situation a year later.
Yep.
It happens. So I'm speaking life into another situation. So this year I'll be in front of a camera actually doing this, on a paid thing where like someone's actually paying me to be out here where I'm really going into my lane. So
yeah.
It's been a beautiful thing, and I appreciate y'all for just being so supportive, just always showing love. And I mean, I could talk about me all day, but y'all too have just, again, continued to elevate in everything. We already talked about the mics, but the setup, having like posters and everything, the guests, like everything y'all have done.
Yeah.
From even the last time I was in here, y'all have continued to take it a step further, a step beyond. Like, I'm just grateful to God that he has blessed all three of us to do things that we are passionate about and continue to elevate in careers that we want to be the top, some of the best in.
Yeah.
Real.
So I'm just super excited for all three of us.
Now, that's real.
That's love.
That's
hey,
so
man,
real.
I got a lot of love, bro. I got a lot of love to give, man.
People seen people seen the evolution of it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you've been here for a minute, you've seen it. So that's real, bro.
I think that's really the beauty of it. Is like, I feel like we do what we do because we love it, but also for the respect. Like, I got somebody DM me yesterday, and they were just saying, I see what you and Matt's doing, man. What y'all got going on, super dope, man. Can't wait to see y'all make it to the top. But it's just like things like that is like, yeah, of course you want to rise and stuff like that, but it's like just having the respect of people.
Absolutely.
Is like the biggest thing. So it's like love, bro.
Bro. People notice though. It's crazy. Like people notice. Like I've had moments where like I've had a random dude from CBS Sports on Will Blackman just randomly like not even DM me, but publicly like added me on Twitter. Saying like, hey, I watched the Mercer game, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Like that's really good. Like color commentating. I was like, yo, that's huge. Like you're a former NFL you're a former NFL player.
Yep.
Right. You were in the league for I think 14 years.
Yep.
So ball. The fact that you're giving me my flowers
that part,
and I'm talking ball. I haven't even sniffed an NFL playing career.
That's real.
But you're showing me that love. That meant a lot to me. So like people are always paying attention.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like when the right person sees it, that's when like everything just starts to take off.
Facts.
It's crazy.
Indeed. So
facts.
That leads us right to the MBS check-in for today. I'll start us off mentally right now. I'm pretty solid. Can't complain too much. I know we get in the habit when people ask you how you doing and we'll just say I'm good. But today I was just intentional. I was like, I'm solid. I'm living, I'm working, I'm able, so I'm pretty good. You can't really ask for too much more, to be honest.
Sure.
Body wise, man, I'm not too bad. Last week I locked in with Drazen for the whole week, and that was different. That was different. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Y'all boys were training like Apollo Creed and
that's what it remind me of.
movie.
But it's dope though. I don't kind of got like a liking to boxing. It's specifically like boxing training. Like it's fun. I mess with it. And then spirit wise, man, me and Matt been talking about it. I don't know if Matt's told you, but it's like, man, we've been on this walk with getting closer to Jesus and God, bro. Beautiful. Like honestly, and it's been eye opening, to be honest, just learning more about him. But also it's dope that people I hold close to me is on the same journey with me. So it does bring another comfortability to it. Because it is a little bit of fear when you is stepping into something new like that. It is a little bit. So I got a verse for the day that we talked about in our Bible study on Monday. So Matthew 13:31-32. He told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his field. Though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, it is the largest of the garden plants and becomes a tree, so that the birds come and perch in its branches. So it's like what we broke down from that is like, your faith got to be about this small. You got to have this much belief. God's not asking you to have this abundance of belief and necessarily all of that in him. He just wants you to have this, and the more you dive into him, the more you dive into Jesus and growing your relationship with him, you're going to look up and you're gonna be sprouted. It's gonna your faith is gonna be in abundance. So just taking it from there and just trying to learn more and go on this journey with him has been good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's real.
Good. It's beautiful.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that leads me right into mind, dog. I mean, mentally, bro, I'm great, honestly. I'm like piggyback off of what he said. I kind of glad that like now people I hold close to me are kind of like taking their own, you know what I mean, walks with them. So it's good to see. It's just amazing to see, actually. Then body wise, bro, I'm.
You been in some pain,
bro. Dog. Now go with you, but it's been paying off. This is the first week I've ever been at 190. Ever.
Got you. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, bro,
it's paid off, bro. Yeah. I've never been in the 180s, but I never thought I'd be in the 180s. But 190 sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I'm there now. So it's paid off. I throw up and y'all seen the clips.
But I say, yo, I hope you put that clip in this video. Like, I hope you pause
see the clips, bro.
In this moment.
If you've been on my video, you seen the clips, bro.
Just a little bit of pain.
Nah, it's definitely pain.
That was definitely pain.
That was definitely pain.
That was definitely pain that day.
And then spiritually, I mean, just exactly what he said. Literally exactly what he said when it comes to spiritual. Bro, really, it's just. I guess I could say this. That's different. We always used to talk about me having the QB role, like in life for our group. Even after I got done being their QB in high school. Yeah, and like it's just crazy how it works. Cause not just spiritually, but like it's just been any, I guess, life event. I always had to be like either, or naturally they would look at me to be like the. I guess I don't know what you want to call it. I need advice about this. I'm coming to you. Like, what do you exactly? They look for wisdom. Exactly. So it's carried on to now. We're at this point in life where we're in this new walk, I guess you could say, with Jesus. And I guess I was the forefront, like of our group at least. Of our main guys. I was like the forefront just to come out and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, I've been seeing a difference in me, right? Yeah. But you know, if y'all ever wanted to have that conversation, we could do that. And y'all could pursue y'all walks if y'all want to. I just never pushed. I just always presented in front of them. And then actually, they just got they just got curious, and then they became interested. Now they're like something was planted in them. Now they're like doing their own thing with it, and it's good for me to see at least that I'm like, dang, this is. Really, God gave me a QB role in life. Like it's weird.
Crazy how you use you to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's just weird how it works that way. But I'm very grateful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. For me, I guess like my legs feel better now. He's like hamstrings were cooked this morning. Thanks, Unc. Appreciate you. Yeah, just threw like 200 pounds out of nowhere on the leg curls, on the line leg curls. Yeah. So feeling better. Looking forward to. Well, we gotta run a gym fade tomorrow. Yeah, gym fade tomorrow. Awesome,
tomorrow, bro. Yeah, bro. And it's push day.
Oh yeah, it's push day. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, no, I'm doing good. Dude, I can't remember the last time I've been under like 215. I think the last time I've weighed like around this 210, 208, 210 range or 211 was like my sophomore, maybe my freshman or sophomore year of high school. Yeah. It's been that long since I've been that small.
Dang, that's
like a minute. Went through a whole college football career, been almost 300 pounds. Like it's crazy. Like all the years have led to this moment. So it's been crazy. But but doing good. Obviously I'm getting married this year, so like major life step for me. A lot of excitement. So, you know, looking forward to that day. Spiritually, man, we talked about it a little bit. Did the fast at the beginning of the year.
Well, it wasn't food, right?
It wasn't food.
Oh yeah, okay. Obviously I did too, but it wasn't food.
Well, no, I didn't. No, I did 3 days. I did salad, like just basically the green from the salad. Had vegetables and fruit. I don't typically eat fruit like that. Yeah. Then the last 3 days, just strictly just water. And I think I had like protein shakes, but no like physical, type of thing. And just seeing like what God basically just like helped me, like it was really broke some of those fleshly things that the flesh like just craves. Like watching those things like break apart, like just leaving that, like my whole, like even how I eat now has completely changed. Like I now I don't eat like a heavy lunch. I'll do fruit for lunch, and then I'll have like whatever I have for dinner. Like just the things like that, I've just changed so much. Like I see things a little bit differently. Like I just feel closer to God. Like I feel closer to, you know, my faith in Jesus. Like I just feel a lot better about things. Like I feel like that presence is around me, you know, more and more. So it has been truly amazing. And I was actually reading, I just finished, I think I might still be in it. I am still in it, in Exodus right now. Okay. In the Bible. So I'm right there with Moses, part in the Red Sea. And I was reading, when I was reading it, I was reading the parts about, you know, how Moses goes to the Pharaoh, you know, let my people go. And he goes several times. And like in the Bible, it's like you keep reading, it's like, well, God can, like, he hardened the heart of the Pharaoh. I'm kind of like, on purpose. Yeah, I'm like, why is like God like continue to harden like this man's heart? Like, like this man, like he just won't just like be all right. Like I'll let him go. I brought locusts. I brought like flies. I've done all of these things. But I continue to harden this man's heart. I'm like, why does he continue to do this? Yeah. So, I kind of just, I was like, let me just go ahead and look it up. I look it up, and I just wanted more of that clarity about it. And he's talking about how, like, these people did not believe in the power of God. Like, if he were to just be like, all right, well, after the first one, I'm not going to harden this man's heart. I know. He's like, I need him to know that I am God. Yeah. So just continue to harden his heart, and as I'm reading it more and more, and I'm just like understanding it, like in a cool way, like I was like, I'm that dude. Yeah, it was I'm flexing. He was literally a little bit. Like, he flexed on him. I was like,
it was flex his muscle a little bit because not even cut you off, but Pharaoh, that was the only God they ever thought of, like knew, like Pharaoh and the Egyptians. Yeah. Pharaoh was like literally thinking of another God was like diabolical in their eyes. Yeah. So like the fact that when God pretty much was embarrassing Pharaoh for a cool minute. They were behooved. Like, and Pharaoh was even like another God outside of the ones I know he talked to, whatever. Yeah, was non-existent. He's like, there's no way. So it was like the first time he felt inferior in life. Like the first like Pharaoh to feel inferior in like anything. He literally there was nothing he could do. And then so when Jesus, like when he finally said, all right, you can take, the slaves, you can take the people, you can leave. When they got to the Red Sea, when, God empowered Moses to basically just say, lift your arms up and then I will spread, the sea, like it'll look like walls of water, right? As they're walking, they get across and then Pharaoh and his men, like the chariot and everybody else, they're starting to head down that way. God, and then God just closes everything, like washes away, like, some of his soldiers, his army, all those things to just prove a point. Exactly. To just prove a point. Exactly. But when we talk about Old Testament God, that man a little different, bro. Hey, man. That man a little different.
Everybody always talk about New Testament. Don't talk about Old Testament God. That's a different man right there.
That's real.
But like, just again, seeing all of that stuff within me, and of course, being around people that continue to pour, like, and pour God's like word and continue to push, blessings and all those other good things into my life, has truly been rewarding. So I mean, I can't complain. I'm sure I could find something to complain about, but I feel like when you allow the enemy or you allow life circumstances to take joy away from you, then that's when things get bad. I think you have to find joy in every little aspect of life, whether it's good or whether it's bad. There's something to have joy about no matter what. So that's been something that I've been kind of meditating on a lot lately, is just finding joy throughout every circumstance. Facts. That way people, when they look at you and they say, well, you got this going on, you got that going on, like, how are you still smiling? Like, how are you doing this? Like, bro, I still got joy. I still got my faith in God. Like, things will turn around. At some point, they will turn around. And what I've lost, I will gain double back. And I believe that. So it's just amazing watching how my faith has transformed, like, over the years since I've been home, even when I was back in school, just watching it continue to elevate no matter what.
Facts.
That was a good one.
See how we growing,
y'all. We could have kept going. Maybe we'll do it after hours one day.
Like a JKI nightcap.
Yeah, nightcap. No cap.
Read a word, scripture. Break down some scripture.
Man. So, Hey,
y'all know what time it is.
NFL season's near the end, bro.
Y'all know what time it is.
It's nearing the end. It is a little sad.
Yeah, it is a little bit like.
Last song Cole's on was the beginning. It was like September.
Gosh almighty, it was. It was right before the Florida State and Alabama game. It was.
We can talk about
we ain't talking about college football.
Well, I'll put it like this. You were right about Alabama being Florida State. I will give you that. However, I was right about Florida State right after that.
I would just tilt my head down.
All right, my bad. Open that one. All right, what we got, bro? What we got?
Hey, man. So let's hop into this first before everything else.
Sure.
Super Bowl. Okay. We got the Patriots, Seahawks. It's like we going back in time almost.
Bro, almost.
They had some battles back in the day. Mm-hmm. They had some real battles, but I feel like this year's Super Bowl it's a little different because it's like you got these teams that have been trying to figure out themselves for the past couple of years, and now they both risen back to the top, and they got new faces. They got kind of the same personas, but different leaders. So it's like, how you think this game gonna go, bro?
All right, I'll start off like this.
Answer me.
You got this team, okay?
Yep.
They've won 6 Super Bowls.
Indeed.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
They got this quarterback, 3rd pick overall in the 2024 NFL draft. He's been developed by a coach that was a quarterback, was an offensive coordinator in New England. Now he is the quarterback's coach for the Atlanta Falcons. They have a stellar wide receiver who is dating one of the biggest female rap hip hop stars in the world.
That part.
They have 2 rookie offensive linemen in Will Campbell and Jarrett Wilson. Shout out to those boys, the big nasties over there. Really good duo, damn good duo. Okay. Defensively, they got Christian Gonzalez. Seen his sister, track star.
Okay.
Runs in his blood, so he can run.
Yeah.
Right? He can cover with the best of them. All right.
Indeed.
All right. I don't think they're going to win that game. I think they're going to get blown out, actually.
I don't either.
I think that Seattle is going to put up 44 in that game. I think the final score will be 44-7.
Oh, shit.
The reason why I'm saying all of this, right, is because Sammy D.
Okay.
All right. No one believed in that cat. Okay. The Jets had him. They wrote him off. All right. He goes to Carolina. Doesn't do anything in Carolina. Okay, we'll ship him off again. I think he goes to San Francisco, maybe, I think. Spends a little bit of time there. Learns a little bit from Shanahan. Then he goes to Minnesota, all right?
Yeah.
14-3 season. They had just drafted J.J. McCarthy last year when he was there. J.J. doesn't sniff the field. The way they're talking about J.J. and Sam Darnold in the preseason of 2024 is like, God help us.
Yeah.
There's no real answer for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
True.
Sammy D goes out there, and he has a heck of a year.
He does.
Everyone's like, is this a one-year fluke kind of guy? Like 14-3, Jettis is having a year. The Minnesota Vikings, no Kirk Cousins. Like, is this what the Minnesota Vikings are now?
Yeah, that did happen.
Get into the playoffs? Yeah, Sammy D did choke a little bit, but did they play well? No. Okay. So you see all of that, right? And then you're like, all right, well, we're going to let them walk. Okay.
I didn't agree with that at all.
I didn't agree with that either.
It was tripping.
Let him walk. Okay. Well, you see the GM's not there anymore. So they got fired. Because look, you wake up at night and you wonder, well, what if we did keep him? What if we did? Will we be 14-3? Will we be playing in the Super Bowl right now?
Got a point.
Would it be us instead of the Seattle Seahawks? Do we win some of those games where we had JJ starting or we had Carson Wentz starting instead?
Yep.
Do we win those games? I don't know. But when you look at it overall, and you look at his journey from being the 3rd, I think he was the 3rd pick in that draft class when he was drafted.
Yep.
And from him to go from you're labeled as a bust to now a resurgence in your NFL career, and to go to the Seattle Seahawks where they have a defensive-minded head coach, an offensive coordinator that did call some great plays when he was in New Orleans, but things just did not work out well. Whole staff got fired. He goes to Seattle. They pick up one player. They're already a good team, regardless of picking up Rashid Shaheed from New Orleans.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're playing some of the best football that I have seen in a little while. Okay, just offensively, they're explosive. Yeah. Defensively, they're swarming to the ball. They're making plays. Honestly, credit to the Rams. I didn't think they were going to win that game, and I thought the game was going to be a little bit more out of hand than in terms of how close the game was.
Right.
But that's just a testament to Matthew Stafford. And I think they're a talented football team.
He's different.
He is different. but back to Seattle, though. But back to Seattle, I don't think Seattle can keep up with the explosiveness and the speed of that. The Patriots. I'm mixing up words. I don't think the Patriots can keep up with that speed and the explosiveness of that Seattle offense.
Yeah.
And the defense, man, they're going to get after you. They're going to find ways to get to the quarterback. They're going to stuff the run. They're going to do all of those things. They don't have a lot of weak points. When you look back at Drake May's playoff journey so far, all right, who did they beat? Who did they beat to start off?
They beat the Texans to start off? Was it no. Chargers.
Okay. Yeah. Justin Herbert has his moments. You know, he'll play good. He won't play good. We just never know. Okay, so they're gone. Next team they play. Who was who?
Then they played the Texans.
They played the Texans. CJ Stroud has probably the worst game of his whole football career.
I ain't gonna lie. That hurt.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. They beat them barely. Moving on. Yeah. Your team. And guess what?
I know that hurt.
And guess what?
Yep.
They beat y'all without your quarterback.
He said, "Yeah."
No Bo Nix.
I know.
Does that change the game? Maybe.
Yes. It definitely does.
Yes.
I can't hold you, bro.
But football is an unpredictable sport. But still, at the same time, their path to the playoffs. And I'm not ragging Drake May. I'm a huge fan of Drake May. Drake May has not played his best football yet in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now, does he magically turn it on in the Super Bowl? Maybe. Am I willing to bet my mortgage or bet anything on that? No. But I don't think that they'll be able to keep up with this offense. I don't think they'll be able to keep up with that team, period. Special teams, defense, and offense they've been clicking on all cylinders. Yeah. When you have a guy return a kick return on a touchdown on the first play of the game in the playoffs, you know a team is special. You know they're special. Yeah. That team is special. There's no way that I feel like the New England Patriots is ready to play the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Now, is this the bulletin board material they need? Maybe.
Possibly.
But I don't see it happening.
Facts. I mean, they got to have a perfect game, bro, like on all cylinders to beat Seattle. I'm sorry.
Right.
But again, though, you got a rookie left tackle. You got a rookie-ish left guard. And then, actually is a rookie. And then you have a second-year quarterback who hasn't really he's scratched a lot of the surface of his potential, but he's not, I don't think he's there yet to take the hump. You know what I mean? I feel like he's kind of like Josh Allen when Josh Allen really got good.
Got you.
He's just not there yet. He's fine. He's made it to the big dance.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's like, I don't know if he can finish it though, because he hasn't been in this situation. I think the last time he may have been in a situation might have been high school if he played for a state championship. I don't even know if he did.
Right.
But if he did, that's probably the last time he's been in this type of environment.
He didn't sniff none of this at North Carolina.
He didn't sniff that. And then now you're finally doing it as the Patriots? How many people on that team have probably been to the Super Bowl outside of their head coach, maybe? Not many.
No, I don't think many at all. Yeah. They got a lot of young guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ready for that. I think Seattle's built for this right now.
I'm going to tell you who is ready. Who I think probably will have a game is Stephon Diggs. He's been waiting for this since that Bills game.
Hey, man.
Since he was looking at the distance, he's been waiting for this moment. But the matchup I'm looking at is Jack Smith and Jigba and Gonzalez.
Yep.
I'm going to be real. I heard you said Gonzalez. He's a dog.
He's a dog. He's a great
He's a dog. But Jack Smith and Jig were different.
He is different.
Yeah,
he's different.
He takes over a game.
And I got a feeling he's going to torch him.
Yeah.
I got a feeling he's going to torch him.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. When you have good offenses, always have great weapons.
True.
All right. You look at some of the best offenses that I ever played in the game. You know, I'll go back to Tom Brady's time with the New England Patriots. You have Rob Gronkowski. You have Julian Edelman, who he made into one of the better wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
And then you also have I'm blanking on the other guy's name.
From the Patriots?
Mm-hmm.
Amendola. And
then he had another one too. I just can't think of his name either. But
Wes Walker.
Walker?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's at all of these guys who would not be as big or a huge feature of the offense on any of those other 31 NFL teams.
All right.
Fair.
That's the last time we've seen an offense that great. the Patriots do have players. Don't get me wrong. Seattle has players too. I just think Seattle has the better game plan. Now, if Clint Kubiak doesn't pull Kyle Shanahan in the Super Bowl, then I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm hoping everyone rides off into the sunset with their Super Bowl. They win it. They revenge that loss that the Seahawks had. I think 2014 that Super Bowl.
Pick. Yep,
exactly.
Why didn't you run the ball?
Exactly.
Yep.
So they have to run that. They have to avenge that loss. I think this is the time to do that.
Right. 44-7. He's at 44-7.
I said 44-7.
44-7 is wild.
That's wild.
I'd probably say.
Oh my god! For a Super Bowl, it's crazy.
That's what I'm sticking with. Clip that one.
That's
the clip farm right there.
They gonna hate on that one.
I would say 35-14.
35-14. That's modest.
Yeah,
I like that. Maddie, what you got?
I mean, 35-14, bro.
Okay. So I'm the only one really going for blowout here.
I'm going for 31-14. Matter of fact.
I see where you're coming from because it's like Seattle's path versus the Patriots' path, completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it like this: do you really feel like the Patriots could beat the Rams?
No.
All right. No. Do you feel like the Patriots could beat the San Francisco 49ers that showed up the way they did toward the second half of the year?
Maybe.
But
in most of those games, I would say they're not favored. That's what I would say.
Okay.
And then,
well, they're not going to be favored in this game.
Oh yeah, they're definitely not. But you hit it on the point. It's just I don't think the Patriots offense can keep up with the Seahawks. Like, the defense they at the first quarter and maybe the first half they're going to be going blow for blow. Defense for sure. But once the points start to go up, Patriots haven't shown in the playoffs that they can put up 30 points.
Yeah,
I don't think they put up 30 points in the playoffs yet. So you asking a lot out of your second-year quarterback to be Superman in the game where he hasn't been Superman in the playoffs.
And then you also think about it like this: like you're asking him to beat a secondary is actually pretty dang good.
Yeah,
they got 3 DBs out there that in Imanwari.
Yep, Witherspoon,
Woolen. Ernest Jones up the middle. Shout out to Ernest Jones and Waycross, but still, like that defense, we're talking about like similarities of Legion of Boom.
This might be, and I love my defense. Yeah. I'm not gonna say Seattle's defense is better than our defense, but I would say it's not far off.
Yeah,
it's not far off. I'm not gonna lie. No. So I'm leaning Seahawks, bro.
That's fine. I mean, I think we all agree that. We all believe that Seattle's going to win.
Yeah,
I just think they're going to crush the Patriots. Yeah. Maybe that's because it's the Falcon and Patriots Super Bowl.
Got it.
Still in my system, and I'm healing. I'm like stuffed the Patriots into the turf.
You just made me remember when we said Legion of Boom, bro. It's like a thing going on. It's Patriots and Seahawks. They're bringing their flashback right now from the last Super Bowl when they met.
Yeah,
the decision on the one. It's like going on. It's going on throughout the social media right now of like just people remember that time, bro.
Oh yeah, all the fans got to remember that too.
Everybody remembers that moment.
Yeah, all those Seattle fans remember that.
I think that's something that just got to go in the back of your head when you look at the two teams play together. It's like, dang, that decision right there, and like that last play of the last time they met.
I promise you one thing: they get in that situation this time, they not doing that. They got
Sammy D will tug it himself and take it in the end zone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bro.
I bet you he will.
And I think what's the running back's name for Seattle? Number 9. It's not Kenneth. I said Kenneth Gainwell, coach said.
No, it's not him.
Kenneth Walker.
I say no.
I think he's gonna have a pretty good game too, because I haven't watched him much this season, but I did tap into the NFC Championship. I forgot how he's a dog, and he
runs hard.
He
is built like a bruiser. Yeah, but he was showing me some stuff. He can make people miss in a hole. He's an X factor for the game as well.
And then a lot of people don't think about it, but I don't think New England is. I think they're solid. They might be above league average. I honestly don't know off the top of my head, but I think they don't do a great job of stopping the run. If you can run the football well, you set up play action, I think they can scheme them up. I just think, again, as an offensive play caller, looking at it, you can't get too cute, but you got to be flashy, just flashy enough to really confuse the defense. But you can't get too cute because that's when things start to go bad. So I'm actually really excited for this Super Bowl. I still think it's going to be a blowout, but I'm excited to watch it though.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's bringing us back in time a little bit, so it would be fun.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Next thing we get into, dog. So, of course, Pro Bowl was yesterday. The Pro Bowl was yesterday. But it's kind of less about him because I just got to bring this up.
I mean, I actually want to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to talk about
that.
Yeah,
we will, but it's like, you know, when Shedur's name was said that he'd be a replacement in the Pro Bowl, boom, I was excited.
Yeah.
A lot of people was excited.
Sure.
But some people try to bring up the point he doesn't deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
But we can't sit here and act like it hasn't been other players that are put in a replacement role, but it wasn't this much outburst. Like, especially
100%.
Looking at a couple years ago, Tyler Huntley got put in.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Russell Wilson got put in. Russell Wilson had no crazy year last year. So we've seen this happen a lot more times than not. Yep. But it's like the perspective from the fans is like, you know how they look at Shadur, so they just try to make things look bigger than what it actually is. Yeah. So it's like, what did you when you first saw it, what was your reaction?
I think when I first saw it, when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." Same. I mean, like, now, here's my thing. Kevin Stefanski, excuse me, I say Kyle. Kevin Stefanski is the Atlanta Falcons head coach. I am a Falcons fan by trade, like my friend Maddie over here. You're a Falcons fans. Mm-hmm. I don't think that Kevin necessarily tried to sabotage Shedeur. I think Kevin tried to sabotage himself to get out of there.
Wow.
I mean, when you look at it, I'll put it like this. Look at it. If you paid attention to all the things that have gone on with the Cleveland Browns throughout this head coaching cycle, with having their candidates do like a written test, like a eval, all of these things.
Some unusual stuff.
Like unusual things. It's like, why would you want to work there? You got like I think the owner was going against like the decisions, like the GM, the front office and everything. So like, why would you want to be there? Right. I don't even think Stefanski wanted Deshaun Watson to be there. Why would you mortgage so many first round picks, $230 million that's guaranteed? Why would you give up all of this stuff and then say, well, all right, well, go make chicken salad out of chicken, manure? That don't work.
Yeah. Right.
So that's beside the point. That's a side tangent. But on the other side, like as a Falcons fan, I'm like, well, Kevin Stefanski kind of just got two Pro Bowl quarterbacks in the Pro Bowl. Because Joe Flacco was another quarterback that was in the Pro Bowl. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe one might get back. We might have some here.
Maybe. I didn't think of it like that though.
But back to Shedeur.
Indeed.
Shedeur had 7 touchdowns,
10
interceptions. Mm-hmm. If you are a box stat watcher,
yes, sir,
you're saying, well, this guy stinks.
Right.
But if you actually watch the games, it's like, well, he had some balls that were tipped up in the air, that were picked off, receivers just, doing receiver things sometimes and just making things harder. He did run for his life quite a bit, and now the whole retreating 30 yards in the backfield and throwing a prayer, that doesn't work. Yeah, and those are things he has to learn, and I hope he grows out of those things because I believe the new head coach Todd Monken, I think he really does want Shedeur to be his starting quarterback. Because I listened to that clip that the Browns put out about Monken really saying like, hey, we wanted you in Baltimore, but you didn't want to come here. But now you see how it worked out where I'm here with you. So I think they might have a guy there. I hope it works out. I truly do. But in terms of the Pro Bowl, I think they need to get rid of the Pro Bowl.
You saying get rid of it completely?
I think you have to change. Like something has to change about the Pro Bowl.
Agreed.
Because it can't be this thing where it's a popularity contest at the end of the day. Like there are some guys that have played really well this season that should have been there.
Right.
No disrespect to Travis Kelce, but Travis Kelce should not have been at the Pro Bowl. He should have not been listed as a Pro Bowl.
Oh, he got voted in?
He was. I think he was the second tight end to be voted in the Pro Bowl this year. I think he turned it down.
Got you.
I think that's how like it was voted.
But that shows you because he turned it. He knew he didn't need to be there.
Yeah. But when you're engaged to the biggest pop star in the world, right, and you got all these Swifties like basically at your command, heck yeah, you're gonna get voted into the Pro Bowl because they're gonna be like, well, we're doing this for Taylor's man. Right. It's not because he's Travis Kelce. Yeah. It's because he's Taylor's fiance.
Right.
So to me, it goes from this popularity contest, and then you look at the events, and I get it. You don't want to hurt anybody. I understand injuries are, they happen. We want to try to like reduce that by 1,000%. I 100%. I get it. But this hardly competing in flag football, I ain't gonna cut it. It's not fun to watch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It'd be different, like if you take some of the mini games that are in Madden and you put those in the Pro Bowl, that would be more exciting. Like I like watching the kickers trying to kick the ball into certain parts of the field. That's exciting. I like watching the quarterbacks throw at moving targets. That's exciting because it's stuff that you would see. Like I'm not asking these guys to put on helmets and shoulder pads and go out there and hit each other. I don't want to see that. Yeah, I don't want to see that because at this point the season's over. Why are we putting your body through more pain?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah. You have an off season to get ready for now. So I would rather them get rid of the current Pro Bowl thing that they're doing. Instead of having a whole fiasco in whatever state, that it's held in the United States, just announce that, hey, this is our Pro Bowler voted by the fans. This person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and just leave it at that. If you want to have something where you're doing a whole event for, then you can do that, but all these guys turned it down. Heck, Justin Fields even got an invite. Justin got benched this year.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he turned it down. So what does that tell you about the Pro Bowl? It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's truly a waste of time. Like I didn't I knew the Pro Bowl was on this week, but why am I going to stay up on a Tuesday to watch flag football from guys that barely care and where I can just watch an offensive tackle score points in the end zone?
Shout out Garrett Bowles.
Shout out Garrett. Bro, why would I want to watch that? That's not appealing to me. You want to show me something? Take them to a bowling alley. I'd rather watch that. That was the best bowling.
Facts. I mean, I honestly, I think the effort right now in the actual competitions is what's taken away from just the fans getting enjoyment out of watching it. And I think that stems from I guess whatever the committee's decision making is in choosing the Pro Bowlers, just because they think of it more from a business perspective. Who's going to bring in the most views, stardom, what's the biggest names, not necessarily stats is go secondary to their decision making at that point. Right. Just because they're thinking of money, how can we profit? Yeah. Because right now Pro Bowl, they're probably, I wouldn't say they're losing money from the Pro Bowl, but
I don't think they're making millions. I don't think they're making hundreds of millions off of it either.
You know what I mean? So I think that right there would just fix a lot of it. Just because if they actually start voting Pro Bowlers based off their actual performance, right? Mm-hmm. The Pro Bowlers that will actually be in the game itself will give more effort because they haven't been at that top of the poll stardom wise, but they perform the best. So naturally, if you ain't been at the top of the poll stardom wise, you giving a little bit more effort to prove something here. Even if it's just an All-Star game, it's a little bit more to you at that. Not All-Star, but Pro Bowl game, just a little bit more to you at that moment.
Yeah.
So I think they would give more effort.
But I mean, throwing an incentive too,
I think they might have had an incentive.
But They might have, but I don't think it was that much for when for them to be okay.
Don't stop, but they're stars, or they don't look at that money like that. Like you get someone who really was a dog, but they wasn't a star, but they proved their point to be a Pro Bowler that year. Yeah, they're looking at them like, okay, cool, that's what I'm saying. Like I take that and then perform in the Pro Bowl just because I don't have the same stardom as. Yeah, I'm as good as these people, but
you know what would be cool to see though, like a rookie bowl. I'd enjoy to see a rookie bowl.
Now we're thinking
guys that may have played really well this year, your Xavier Watts, your Tyler Shucks of the world, guys like that, like Jay Barron, guys like that. You put them in a place where okay, we can do a 7-on-7. Yeah, we can have flags. That's fine. We can do that. let's make this fun. Like, let's give the rookies like something like, hey, congratulations on your first year in the NFL. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's a rookie bowl. Like, enjoy yourselves, make some connections, make some friends. Yeah. You know, rivals become, you know, buddies in the offseason because a lot of these guys do train together.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so I would rather see that, honestly, instead of seeing like vets, guys that have been in the league for years and years, like that really don't care about this. Yeah. I'd rather see the rookies do it because the rookies are going to be more like, oh, it's my first Pro Bowl. Like, of course I want to do this. Like, I'd be cooler for them.
Yeah. So I actually watched last night. A big reason was because Shadur. I do support. Fair. It wasn't that bad. Was there some times where it was just kind of lackluster? Of course, but some of the players were out there trying. You know, some of the players make it fun just by, you know, making plays out there. But it definitely, I want to say get rid of it, but it definitely has to be some restructuring and some plans put in place to where, bro, we shouldn't have got 2 quarterbacks from the same team. The Bengals and Joe Burrow was there. Like, even though Joe Flacco won't be on the Bengals next year, most likely.
I mean, he was on the Browns too at one point.
Exactly.
Can't forget that.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but a situation like that shouldn't happen. But it definitely needs to be some restructuring. But overall, like, I was happy Shadur did get the experience. Like, it looked like he genuinely did enjoy being there. Yeah. So, but
which he should. I mean, like, as much hate that this young man got all year. Yeah. Like, from when he first came into the NFL, from, you know, the reported blacklisting that NFL owners had on him, that they didn't, you know, they wanted to teach him a lesson or whatever. I don't know how legit that report is or not, but still, like, from him going from that, being a 5th round pick, being buried on the depth chart, to it really ended up being his turn for him to come out there, bring some juice and some life back into the Cleveland Browns fan base. Yeah, I mean, he deserves that. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him for that. I'm not even the biggest Shedeur Sanders fan, but I am a fan of who he is as an individual.
Right.
I think he's an amazing young man. I've watched a lot of the content that his brother put out. When he was in Colorado. Yep. Seeing that guy, like, it's hard not to root for that guy because he's humble. So I want him to win. I want him to succeed. I hope he becomes a franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. You know, but the Pro Bowl has to change what it's doing, though. At the same, like, you can give your flowers, but you can also say, like, all right, but at the same time, this can't be a thing. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? That can't be a thing where we have guys who don't or who haven't really played a full year. Right. Being a part of this, because you have so many people turning it down. That should tell you something there.
Yeah, that part. Agreed. Why didn't Trevor play in it?
I don't think Trevor was hurt. I just don't think he wanted to do it.
He didn't want to.
They trying to protect that bag too at the end of the day. Bro.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to. I mean, you gotta think about it, man. He just became a dad.
Yeah.
He just became a dad.
Because I was wondering, because people kept saying, "Why isn't Trevor there?" Oh, there's probably a reason he didn't go.
I mean, he probably just wants to be a dad, get away from throwing the football for a little bit. Like, I mean. You know how we see things about our jobs, like we just want to take a vacation, get away from things. Yeah. Tell me Trevor ain't thinking the same thing, because you got to think about it. What, 2 months? They back at there for camp, for camp, but for what, many
OTAs?
Yeah, OTAs. Yeah,
right.
So it's like you kind of want to enjoy some, some time away from ball.
Personal time. I get it.
That's true.
Yeah. So you touched on a little bit. Tom Monken going to Cleveland. Yep. Let's get into some of these head coaching hires. Lovely.
Want me to grade them too while I'm at it?
Yeah, grade it. So, because we got a couple names to get through. So
that's fine. I'll be quick.
Grade it, and then maybe just a sentence to describe what you think. So, first one, Stefanski to the Falcons.
I'll give it a B+.
Okay.
B+ because proven offensive mind. Took Cleveland to the playoffs. Again, a historically bad franchise.
Right.
Took them to 2 playoff appearances, coach of the year, and a huge believer in developing his players. That sells me. And then you also kept your defensive coordinator, and it looks like they'll probably keep most of their staff. I think that's a good hire.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Tom Monken to Cleveland.
I give it a C-.
C-.
Yes.
Because they might lose Jim Schwartz.
It might lose Jim Schwartz.
Okay.
And it's not. It has nothing to do with Todd. It has nothing to do with Coach. It has everything to do with the organization. Because I think the organization is going to really screw themselves on this one.
Yeah.
However, I think that offense should be a step better than what they were last year, though. I just think it just comes down to cap space and everything else. That's stuff that the front office has to figure out.
Right.
I think Todd's a great dude. I think they can do something there. I'm not completely sold that that was the right hire. I'm not sold on that just yet.
Jesse Minter to the Ravens.
B+.
Okay.
B+ because they just let go of their quarterbacks coach who's with Lamar, I think, for years now. Yeah. And then I'm not a huge fan of the owner over there right now, too, because I don't think it was right for them to get rid of Harbaugh the way they did. Off of a disagreement.
Is that why
that's
kind
why
of things went down?
They started with a disagreement, and then I think some words were said, and I don't think Johnny Boy took it very good.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what led to that. Because you got to think about it. They don't miss that kick, they're in the playoffs.
And we don't know where they at.
True.
We don't know.
We don't know.
And the owner's talking about, well, that would have bought him another week. It's kind of like.
You don't know.
Playoffs
is especially with how the playoffs was this year. Like
anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
So I give it. What I say, a B.
Yeah. I mean, just a quick note for me. I like that. I like the move with him going to the Ravens just because the way the defense was last year.
Oh yeah,
I think it'll make the defense better now.
Yeah, true.
Lamar's gonna be Lamar regardless, so that's why I kind of like that move.
But you just got to nail the offensive coordinator hire. You nail that. I think you'll be fine.
That part. John Harbaugh to the Giants.
I think that's an A- move.
Yeah.
You have a Super Bowl winning coach. You got guys that actually want to coach with him. He has a tradition of building, a really talented team, keeping them going. I think that New York's going to love that guy, and I think he's going to do everything he can for the Giants to be a really good football team going forward.
Giants got a good core too.
They do
deal with like
they do.
They got some hungry players.
And I think when you have that as a head coach coming in, especially if you have experience, you should be able to hit the ground running.
I like that.
Okay. Two more. Robert Salah to the Titans.
C+.
They do got a pretty good OC though.
They do. Ryan Dable. So okay.
Because that adds points.
Now that you bring it up,
Yeah.
I'll give it a B. I'll move it up to a B. That's true. That's a really good hire by him.
That helps him a lot.
A guy that's proven to really help quarterbacks develop. Because he was there with Josh Allen at one point, and now you have Cam Ward.
Right.
And rumor has it that Dable really wanted Cam Ward there in New York instead of Jackson Dart.
But of course,
but Tennessee was not going to move off of that pick.
Yeah. Right.
So now you get to work with the quarterback you probably originally wanted, and you have some weapons there.
Yeah.
But you got things that you could probably still add. But then you got a defensive-minded head coach where you're going to have a defense that's going to be nasty, going to be physical. You look what he did with the 49ers defense this year, and they were beat up all year.
Right.
And they were competitive.
Right.
So I think this would be higher.
I think this will work better than a Jets move. For sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And last one, Kubiak. I don't know if this is solidified or anything.
It's not solidified yet.
But that's what they're thinking. All right, what would you think if Kubiak does go to the Raiders?
You also forgot the Cardinals, but that's fine. Though.
It's
the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But so with the Raiders, I don't know if you saw the report today that they said Max Crosby is likely done with the Las Vegas Raiders.
I didn't see that.
All right.
I saw that today. I'm hoping I saw it was from a legit source, but I saw it. I think for an offensive-minded head coach to come in with a rookie quarterback, who I think is really talented, and I think he made a lot of great decisions throughout this college football season. I think it'll be interesting. I don't think they have all the weapons there, but you got a talented running back, and you got a pretty good tight end, and you have some pieces on that offensive line that you do have to revamp, but you have somewhere where you can start. And then defensively, you lose Max Crosby potentially, but you got to figure something else. You got to figure something there to kind of build there. I think they have some pretty good cap space too. So
is he is Max Crosby thinking about leaving, or he want to get traded possibly?
I think he wants to leave. I think
like where is he at in his contract?
I think he just signed an extension. Like
so they could get some picks. They could get maybe 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby.
They could, but who's going to do that? It's the same thing with Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, I don't know what
you know what I'm saying, but like I don't know if Brandon Ayuk ever gonna play football.
He might.
Yeah, but I mean the Kubiak. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted Kubiak here.
Oh,
I really wanted Kubiak here. But the fact that he's not here, I think that's a B- higher because it's to be determined. We don't know how that's gonna go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro.
Next topic, and it's kind of crazy because before this draft, a lot of people were saying it's a watered down draft class.
Crazy, right?
QBs not really like that. Blase. That 2024 draft class. Look at them QBs, bro. I'm just read off just quick and easy.
Talk to me.
Drake May, he's in the MVP race. He might win MVP. He's in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Bo Nix, he went to the playoffs last year. Was in the AFC Championship this year. Got his team to the AFC Championship this year. Caleb Williams went to the divisional this year. Jaden Daniels went to the NFC Championship last year. And then you kind of got your last two. You got Michael Penix, who's still pending. And then you got J.J. McCarthy, who's still pending.
Yep.
That was a pretty
solid though.
It's a really good draft class. I think a lot of people underestimate how good that class will probably be in like 5 years.
Right.
They didn't even think it was one of the better draft classes though.
Like I knew it like when in the 2024 like draft class when I saw all the names that were coming out, and if you paid a lick of attention to college football that year, you knew Caleb Williams was going to be a dog.
Right.
You knew Jaden Daniels was going to be a dog.
Right.
You knew Drake May was going to be a dog.
Right.
You knew Michael Penix Jr. was going to be a dog. If you ever watched a Washington game that night, you knew it. You knew Bo Nix was going to be a dog.
Right.
After what he went through in Auburn to go there, you knew he was going to be a dog.
Right.
I was never sold on J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a consistency. I mean, he was on a run-heavy team backed up with a great defense, backed up with a really, really, really good head coach. So he was a part. He had more questions than most, and
that's why you fired the GM,
right?
Because it's like, why did you draft this?
But of course, I'm a Broncos fan, so I gotta single out somebody in specific. Bo Nix, he was the last one taken out of all them. He was the last one. He was a short pick.
That's true.
Caleb went 1. Jaden went 2. Drake May went 3.
Yep.
Penix went 8. JJ went 10, and Bo Nix went 12.
Yeah,
that's very true.
And I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying it, but the way things are shaping out, Bo Nix has a chance to be the best out of all of them, possibly.
I won't say that. I think Drake May has a chance to probably be the best one.
Right.
I
can't refute.
And he looks leagues better than he did last year. I mean, we're talking about a potential MVP quarterback.
Right.
I think if Caleb Williams cleans up his like accuracy, because I think he was below 60 this year.
Yeah.
He cleans that up. And again, first year, as under a new offense, you're gonna happen like you're gonna have your ebbs and flows. Right. Okay. So I think he'll have another leap next year.
For sure.
It depends if they get another receiver, if they let DJ Moore go or not.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then Jaden Daniels, if he can stay healthy, and we're gonna have the same conversation with Penix, but if Jaden can start to run the football a little bit, less and run it a little bit more
safely,
and build a little bit more on that offensive line to make sure he's protected, and hopefully the play calling's a lot better, because if it's not, I feel like DQ is going to be fired out there. I think he could take a leap. Penix, he gets healthy. I don't know if you saw what Stephen A. Smith had said on First Take earlier today.
No, not today.
And he was talking about Penix. Like, I think he said that the reason why he doesn't. No, let me start over. The question was asked: do you think the Atlanta Falcons regret drafting Michael Penix in the 2024 NFL draft? He said yes, because why would you draft a guy that cannot bend his knees and get under center? Goes on this whole tirade about Michael Penix Jr. If you didn't know, I'm a huge believer in Penix. Mike apparently sees this. He posted on Instagram basically saying that if you don't believe in me now, stay on the other side of the fence. Stay on that side of the fence. Don't worry about coming on this side. Yeah. Because the marathon continues, basically. So, with that being said, I think he takes a huge leap because now you poke the bear.
Yeah.
And I hope the bear was poked.
Okay.
So I think he'll take a leap.
And I think he's already used to the long game anyway.
Exactly, because he's been there.
He's been like
he wasn't his best self until his last year in college.
So yeah, I think he means what he say too.
Yeah,
in this situation.
So now going to the next quarterback, JJ. I'll come back to JJ. Bo. I think Bo played some pretty good football this year.
Yeah,
he played some pretty good football this year. I think there's still a little bit more consistency I would like to see out of Bo.
I agree,
but I also would like to get Bo another receiver.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I would like to get Bo.
I love Cortland, but Cortland needs a 1A or a 1B. Yeah, he needs a 1B.
They need another receiver out there. So I think they get that. I really like Bo. I really, really do. Now going back to 9.
Yeah.
Not a believer in that young man. I'm just not. It is nothing personal against JJ. I don't think JJ's I never thought he was a first round pick at quarterback. I thought if anything he could have probably been a day 3 pick, so a 4th round pick. It just doesn't jump off to me as a passer, in this league. And now he's shown some flashes.
Yeah, he's
but he's no. I don't see it. I think that was the worst decision that GM could have made, and that's the reason why he's not there anymore. Because you got to think about it. You passed up Bo Nix for JJ McCarthy.
I'd be sick.
And then you let a QB out your door.
You let 2 of them because you forgot. They also had Daniel Jones too.
Oh, they did.
And Daniel Jones took the Colts team to 8-2 before he popped his Achilles.
And that head coach could have made something work with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, absolutely. So you let those 2 guys go. You got to get fired.
I can't say too much yet because we'll see what JJ does next year.
Yeah.
But just the sample size we got this year,
there was nothing encouraging in that.
I'll put it like this. We saw more out of Shadur and the system he was in that wasn't all that helpful for him versus what we saw with JJ and the system he was in, which was very helpful. And you had, in my opinion, the best receiver in the game, and you still struggled.
Yeah. So the quarterback whisperer,
that part
couldn't even whisper to him.
That part.
That's so true.
So TBD. TBD.
Bro, ending the football season gonna hurt.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt, bro.
But you know what's the best part about the NFL though? You got free agency coming right around
the
corner.
Yeah.
And that gets it so much.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Something else coming around the corner too, bro.
What that is?
J. Cole, sir.
Woo!
Alrighty.
We could mend hearts a little bit with not being away or not being in the football season since he's driving. How you feel about this Friday, bro?
Man.
Actually, this pod will drop on the same day that the album drops.
It will. Oh. Cole World. Wow. All right, let me just start by saying this. All right? Let me tell you how big of a J. Cole fan I am first.
Stop doing it.
My roommate in college, shout out to Matt Sachoka, great guy. He's getting married in May. Really, really cool guy. He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. That's where J. Cole is from.
Yep.
So he was a Cole fan too. We bonded a lot over J. Cole. What it was like growing up in, Vietnam, all those good things. He taught me a lot about, Fayetteville. So shout out to him. When COVID came around, all I did was bump Born Center. That was by far the album I just continued to have on replay. Like every single song, like I was just bumping it. Like
right.
All that stuff. Huge J. Cole fan. Fast forward to I think 2025, like I guess around the wintertime. Like not toward the end of that year, but I guess at the beginning. So let's say 2024 December, getting ready to go into January. All I did was listen to the Inevitable series, where J. Cole was like documenting when he was making every album that he made and like why he did it, like his whole journey, listening to like what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like it just hit me differently because I saw a lot of myself and I saw a lot of my journey in each and every single thing that he was talking about. Yeah. I literally compare all his albums to where I'm at in my life. Like when you look at, I think the warm up, like I look at the warm ups kind of like me first, like my first year really getting started, like as a college football player, like really like trying to like navigate it. First year as a starter, like what's next? Then you have like other albums since then, and you continue to see like flashes, like, oh, okay, like, boom, I was here. Like right now, where I feel like I'm at, like I feel like I'm kind of close in that Born Sinner part, like of where J. Cole is at. When he made Born Sinner, I feel like that's where I'm at in my life. Like, bro, I got some things that can cook, right? But it's not the album just yet. Yeah. And I'm one album away from everybody knowing I'm that dude. Right. And so like, I feel like the next part of the next chapter of my life. That's 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Gotcha. And that's what really turns me up a little bit. It's kind of like, I know that's the next big thing for me. I know that's the next level of elevation. Right. And then it's like the other albums after that, like that's like really like step into being like a dad, all those other good things. Yeah. And I know at some point when I'm like done, I've had enough of it. Yeah. I'm at the fall off. Yeah. Because I know that's where I'm headed. That mentally, that's where I see my life in those albums. Yeah. Because I see like every stage of it, that's where I'm at in my life. Right now, I'm in the Born Sinner stage. Okay.
Bro, it's crazy. I was telling Dale about this last week, I think. Bro, I was like, crazy enough, I grew up a Drake fan, right? Heavily.
That's fair.
But the older I get and the more I go into J. Cole's back, the more I'm like, wait, this resonates. The grown up me more than I've ever thought until just now in this point in my life where I'm like, okay, when you young, I was more towards Drake. I still am, but it's like I grew up with more listening to Drake just because of like, when you young, you got a young mind, you like girls, things, stuff like that.
You think young bull stuff, yeah.
But then like now the older me, I'm reflecting on just my life and like how certain ways I navigated it and things like that Cole would talk about in all of his projects the exact same way. I'm like, wait a minute. That's what made me go back and like, Cole is
bro, just think about it. When the last time you thought about folding clothes for somebody?
Yeah, you feel me?
When you really think about it, like you ever start drinking almond milk, like doing things differently than what you normally would do? Yeah. Because you would a woman that really loves you and cares about you, and you care about her the same way. Exactly. When the last time? Well, when you feel that, like Cole was rapping to me, like
you just hit the spot.
Bro, you got a girl you live with, so you understand. Like you doing things like specifically for her.
Right.
You flipping through your shows, you watching stuff that she watches, and now you like it.
Bro,
I hated reality TV. Bro. I would have never watched Love Island. My girl got me watching Love Island. Like, I care about all this Nickelodeon mess for what?
No facts. I think we're just at that point in our lives, bro. I feel like I think I said this also in the last week's podcast. I said, if you're an artist that can grow with me, like, in your music, you can grow with me, bro.
I'm a fan for life. Easy.
Like, quite literally, just because it kind of sticks a little bit different. It's kind of like how, old heads, they got them certain artists in their lives they listen to, or they'll play around their nephews or their kids or whatever, and the kids themselves might be like, bro, what's this you playing, yada, yada. I feel like that's going to be our version, like, Cole, Drake, like those guys, those going to be our, like, versions of our old head songs when we're 50, 60 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you think about it too, like you look at a certain generation, like the folks that were listening to like T.I., like Luda, like Jeezy, when those dudes, like Jay-Z, when they were all like prominent, like really big figures of hip hop, like always like having albums out, like huge songs, all that other stuff, like that's what they like. That's how they feel. Like they grew up with that. Like when they first got on the scene to where they're at now in their lives. For us, it's like we've watched Drake go from being Degrassi to like really taking off as one of the bigger like artists, in the world. Kendrick, we watched him go from like Project 80, was it Section 80? Going from all of that to where he's at now with, he's had To Pimp a Butterfly, which I thought was his best album ever. GNX, which I think is another great album. Damn, which was a good album. And then you look at Cole, like we've seen so much of all three of these guys. Like, I'm a huge fan of all three. Like when the whole beef was going on,
bro,
I didn't care about the beef. I was getting top tier bars from two great rappers.
Bro. Right.
All three are so different, but so like good at their lane that you kind of just had to put them as like the three-headed snake. The top three, like whatever you want to call it.
Three-headed goat.
Whatever you want to call it.
Three-headed goat. I know that.
In my opinion, I pulled up the track list for the Fall Off, bro. Give me your predicted. I'm just gonna list the names.
Okay.
And then out of the names, tell me just the two. Let's say top 3 that you feel like are going to just hit different for you. All right.
Okay.
So track 1, 29 intro. Mm-hmm. Track 2, 26.
Wait, go back 29 intro. 29. I think that's going to hit differently for me because I'm closer to 29.
J. Cole's intro songs have been known for like sticking to the core a little bit,
bro. Because I feel like. Quick sidebar. Go back to 2014.
Oh, 3 Adolescents.
That one was a good one too. But no, I'm talking about was it? Do you want to? Do you want to be happy? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That one hits different.
Oh my god.
That one hits different for me. Bro. Now 29 intro. I feel like that's gonna hit different for me too. Cause like I'm so close. I'm a lot closer to 29.
Yeah.
That like I know it's gonna hit different.
That's right. That intro. All right, I'm gonna keep going to checklist, but that intro to 2014 Forces Drive. Bro, it hit different for me because I was playing that when I was just about to be done with ball. I was in my spring ball season at Georgia State. Mm-hmm. Dog, that's when I was like trying to really decide like what makes me happy in life. So when that intro came about, we like, do you wanna be? I said, because I was driving to the stadium like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you thinking about it too. You're like, really? Am I happy doing this right now?
It hit different for me during the
time. You knew you was done playing ball.
Yeah, I was like,
it was over with.
Yeah, it was over with. I was like, dang. So that's true. Okay. All right. So first track, 29 intro. Second track, 2-6. Third track, Safety. 4, Run a Train. 5, Poor Thing. I think that one.
That's a crazy sequence of events.
6, Legacy.
I think 6 is gonna be good.
6 gonna be good. Yeah. 7, Bounce Road Blues. Okay, that might be like an R&B.
That's gonna be like a sit down. And really.
That might have some. I feel like Jig gonna be on that. I don't know why. I just feel like he
possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Or Bunce Road Blues. Bunce Road Blues. Okay. 8. Who the fuck is you?
You're gonna be popping in now.
I think that's gonna be like a really get turned up song. Yeah, so I think that'll be a good one.
9, Drum and Bass. 10, Let Out. That might hit.
That might hit too. I feel like that's gonna be some real like emotional. Like,
okay.
Oh yeah, because that was during the time he was really going through it with his pops. Oh yeah.
Yep. Facts. And then it's gonna be 11. Good. So this is one of them tracks that got a slash, and it's like one half is gonna be this, the other half is gonna be this. So it's Bombs in the Ville / Hit the Gas.
Ooh.
that one might be it. That one might be.
Is that the last song,
bro?
That's the last song on the track list.
No.
Are we on side B now, or no? We still on side A.
We're still on. I think that's the last one for. They don't even have.
There's like a side A, there's a side B. When you get to side B starts with intro when it's like 39. That's when
track
side
11. It's 24 tracks in all.
So yeah, you got one more track.
Okay.
Yeah.
12. Lonely at the Top.
Oh, that's gonna be the one. Yeah. That's gonna be the one. That's gonna be the one.
That's gonna make you really like sit there.
So out of that first side, my bad.
Life.
Facts. Out of that first side, who do you think is gonna be the first 2? Like, what's the top 2 that you got right now?
For me, I'd say 29 intro. Lonely at the Top, definitely. I just feel like that's gonna be a tough one. In Legacy, I think outside the intro, Legacy and Lonely at the Top, I think those 2 are gonna be.
Lonely at the Top might hit different.
I feel like Lonely at the Top, he was really talking.
I think Bombs in the Ville and Hit the Gas gonna be more of a gym song.
You think so?
Get my mind right before I hit that gym. You feel me?
I can see that.
All right, but that's side. So that's side A.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna be what's gonna be the different? Like, what do you think is gonna be the difference in his music for the other side?
Oh, I actually read it. Because so he actually put out a whole post about it. That's the reason why I was like, that's how I knew. So side 29 is about like he said he was in 2 different phases of his life when he put this album together. Side A, which is the 29 side, was when he was back in the Ville when he was 29 years old, and during that time he was going through a lot in terms of like his dream, his girl, and his family. So he was battling like those 3 things. Those were the things that were playing on him mentally. So I feel like with side A, you're gonna hear like things going on with family. So you think about his dad, his mom, like so many songs in his like early on in his career. He was talking about his mom, and his dad, like all that stuff. So it's gonna play a part. You listen to Cole's songs, like he always talks about like being tempted by other women.
Yeah.
And
but choosing the right thing.
But choosing the right thing, choosing the right woman. Yep. Right. And he even talked about that in the Inevitable series, was that, you know, it was really hard to want to be faithful to one person, especially as you're becoming a star.
He's very transparent about that.
You know, you're becoming a star in the hip hop world. Like, you know, like it's hard to be a loyal dude, especially as a rapper.
And the way he does, for sure.
Like, so I know that's going to play a part. And then, you know, just like with the grind, like listening, like again, I highly recommend for anybody, listen to the Inevitable series. Like, it really opened my eyes to grind. Like, going from working a lot of these kind of like odd jobs just so you could get noticed by Jay-Z, like doubting if you ever would make it, not really, like you starting to slowly give up on your dream, like, and then you finally get that one endorsement, like, yes, like I got you. And then like even when you finally do get in that like that space, that door, and like the album that you're making, like the dude that brought you in is like, that's not it. Like trying to figure out like what it is, and then like them telling you like you need to go with this sound instead, and you know that sound's not really who you are. And then you have to like deal with it, and then it kind of makes you like, am I like, is this really what I wanted to do? Like, and then like you finally get that thing where it's like, oh wait, hold on, I can do this. Like I can play the long game with it, and then you finally get to make stuff that you actually is who you are, and you go from there. So at 29 is gonna be a lot like that, but 39. That side of it is where, because I think he just turned 39. So this is like where he's at now in his life, which is like career. Well, it's about to be over now. This is his last album, you know, apparently. So you got to deal with that. He has two sons, if I'm not mistaken. So he has kids now. You talk about the hardships and then like the trauma you dealt with when you were a kid and your dad left your life. So you got to deal with that. And we were talking about track two earlier.
He just released.
Yeah, we were talking about track 2. That's on the 39 side.
If you know, you actually know. You got to listen to that. He literally rapped it backwards.
And he's talking about his life. And again, that's on side B. That's the 39 side of the track. So talk about that. And then you talk about, you know, just where you are with your relationship with your wife. Like, you know, you're I think a decade in now. So like you can't like you're not rapping about like
you know why
tricking, you know, like, you know, messing with all types of women. You're not talking about that anymore. It's a different. You're in a different phase of life now. But at the same time, like, do you love your wife more because she is like giving birth to like two creations that you've helped, you know, create, or like do you see the outside influences of, you know, oh, this shorty bad, this shorty bad, this shorty bad, like. You know, I'm 39, like my wife getting older, but like, am I still attracted to my wife, or do I want to see what some of these young girls got going on? Well, I don't say young girls these days, but some of these shorties that are like younger, like, do I want to mess with them? Like, I feel like everything, like, I feel like that whole side of that album is going to be so transparent of what it's like to be almost 40 years old.
As a male in his position.
As a male in his position,
like specifically. So I kind of just close out that side of the track. And you just give me your top 2, I guess we could say from there. 39 intro. Okay. The fall off is inevitable.
I like that one already.
15, The Villist. 16, Old Dog. 17, Life Sentence. 18, Only You.
Okay.
19, Man Up Above.
Okay.
20, that might sound right. 20, I Love Her Again. 21, What If. 22, Quick Stop.
Okay.
23, And the Whole World is the Ville. Last song, 24, Ocean Way.
Ooh, that Ocean Way feel like that's like the sunset. Like,
that's out there. Ocean Way might be a vacation song.
Yeah.
Gosh almighty. I think what was 21?
What If?
I think What If is gonna be good.
Yeah, Love Her Again.
I think that's gonna be
very transparent.
Very transparent. I think that's gonna be very transparent. For sure. And then I think there was one like 2 above that one. That was
Life Sentence, Only You, Man Up Above.
I think that's gonna be a good one too.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's being a good one.
Love You Again. That's probably gonna be him being transparent about his relationship.
Yeah,
and probably like, so y'all talk about like him having to deal with, you know, distractions. That's probably him like realizing like the love again that he did, like why he fell in love with his girl.
But but that's what a lot of people say about marriage too. Though, is that is literally you have to like. You're literally choosing this person every single day of your life. Right. You're falling in love with this person every single day. Like you're choosing not to worry about anybody else.
Right.
Like literally, like I feel like that's where that song is headed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No facts.
Or he could be just talking about rapping.
Yeah.
It could
be
that
too.
It could be that.
It could be that too, bro. J. Cole, bro. Shout out to J. Cole, bro, because personally, he's
gonna be an album, boy.
Hey, bro, let me get a hoodie.
I
didn't make it to the Dreamville thing. Facts. Let me get a hoodie.
Facts. The more mature I get, just the more I'm just tuned into what he rapping about, bro.
Right. Hey, my rap goat, bro. Hey, salute you, Jermaine Cole. I salute you, brother. I do.
Now this album's definitely gonna be the ride off, and into the sunset, bro.
On Super Bowl weekend, gosh.
Facts.
He chose a good time to drop
that.
I'm not gonna lie. He did. Because we might, how they play songs on like the outros from commercials. They might play some of his tracks. I would assume probably.
Well, I mean, like, I just don't want to see him go. Cause but at the same time, like he's hit that point in his career now, man. Like I get it. If you feel like you've hit that pinnacle of rap,
right,
where you feel like you see yourself as the best, and you feel like you're about to go out the way you want to go out. I can't tell you don't do it.
That made me respect him so much, just because I feel like his character shows in doing that. Because like most people in the industry, let's be honest, and the greed gets apart when you get that. I gotta get number one again. I gotta do this again. Then I need another album that's on top charts. When is it enough for real? Yeah. J. Cole kind of.
He's like, I'm done now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like I've had enough. Like I've done everything that I wanted to do. I'm good.
I like that. I respect that. Hey, bro.
What an episode.
This was fun.
I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. This was a journey. Like I said, I wish we could keep going. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
But hey man, y'all follow Cole on all his socials, man.
Description.
That will be in the description, man. Continue to tune in to all the Instagram reels, the TikToks. It's gonna be some good content that come out of this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. I hope make every Patriots fan upset. I really, really do. Some of my pain. That's really how the game should have went in 2017. But we'll throw away a whole playbook and lose it allegedly.
You feel me? But hey man, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, man. You know how we do it. This is Juh Kickin It Podcast, and we out. You dig.